So, my dearest English speakers who asked me to make video about my last works, I'm sorry for just terrible light. I'm making this video for you. I think it's still quite nervous for me to speak English on camera, but now I have been practicing a lot with my beautiful teacher. So I hope I will return my normal level of English that I used to have. Because last years I didn't practice a lot, but I really miss English. So yesterday I finally finished the triptych. I was talking in my last video here on YouTube about this triptych. And now I will show it. This is the first part. This is the second part, and oh god, it's quite big. This is the third. Something like this. So I had two main ideas for this work. The first one was to make the texture of a street wall with movie posters, which I saw in Lisbon. So I put black, pink paper on canvas. It's canvas on cardboard. And I put some pages from notebooks. And I made a lot of prints on thermoprinter of my selfies when I was crying last Thursday. I took it. Because last Thursday I felt extremely bad, and last 2 weeks I felt very, very bad, but I don't like to speak about my mental and emotional state, so it was bad. My selfies, and also I put here photos from Portuguese churches, Catholic churches. They're so beautiful, extremely beautiful. We female saints like Saint Isabella and of course Virgin Mary. Also, in Lisbon, I visited the Modern Arts Museum, and there is the painting by Michel Basquiat, and it was the first time in my life and I saw it in real life. And as you know, he used a lot of different mediums on canvas, and I think I took some inspiration from his work, because I have never done collages before. Really. And except just sheets of paper and thermoprinter, I use acrylic paints, I use acrylic markers, and I use ink for writing bad thoughts which were in my head for last months, I think. And yesterday when I finish this one, a lot of things are on my table, on my art desk. when I wrote the last sentence with these fucking bad thoughts, like something is wrong with me and how can I trust? Because I was thinking about trust last days. Trust and safety, trust and not cheating, not in this way, trust as something more difficult. I felt really, really bad, and yesterday I think was the worst day of these 2 weeks, and my hands were shaking and my head was going to blow up. And when I finish it, I feel that all these fucking thoughts disappeared. That I made it and it's done. And it's like I'm free from these shitty thoughts, from shitty feelings, from some addiction. I don't know how to explain this, because I felt something like this when I made my first short meter last year when I finished at the cinema school. Now it's on European Festival, so I can't post a link on YouTube, but I hope soon I will. And I finish it and I start to dance yesterday. I was really afraid that I have another depression episode, and I hope it's gone, really, because last depression episode was fucking terrible. I don't know, should I put this P sound on the word fucking, because in Russia it's just like fucking. So I think today or maybe tomorrow I will make some post on some forbidden social networks in Russia. The biggest part of social networks are forbidden. But I already made post on Patreon, so you can follow my Patreon page. And I will make posts with big paintings and with details, because I wrote these bad thoughts in Russian and in English. And also I wrote about feelings, not just that something is wrong with me and how can I trust. I wrote that I can't feel my hands, and it was so for last weeks, like I lost my hands. And maybe that's why I started to do collages with my hands, and thank God they with me. But I don't know how to describe it, really. But collages really helps me this with just a lot of books, a lot of sketchbooks, a lot of paints here. So maybe some of you want me to make some prints of this triptych. I will do. I will try to make more video in English, because I still nervous to speak English on camera. But yes, I'm working with my teacher right now, and I'm returning my usual level of English. And I don't know, did I tell it before? So write me your comments, write me your questions, write me where else you want to hear from me. And I hope you will understand everything which I have been talking today, and I still doing it. Yes, and in my last video in Russian, I also was showing this little sketchbook with also collages. This one is not finished. I printed some photos from Lisbon, from the north of Russia, where I'm from. Of course, my selfies, and I think George is from Lisbon. I think I will make a digital version of this sketchbook when I finish it. And the original one I will sell. I don't know how much it will cost, but I was thinking about selling my sketchbook some months ago, and maybe it's not a bad idea. So you can write me, is it a bad idea to sell sketchbook or not? So thank you for watching and waiting for your comments. Have a great weekend, have a great week, have a great April, and I hope see you soon. Bye.